Amber Scotchburn for day 4 of online learning. And interestingly, the families that I've been talking about, or not talking about, sorry, Freudian slip, the families that I've been talking to are actually suggesting that they're not teachers, and that's coming to the forefront for them. But beyond that, see some hair sticking out there. But beyond that, they're also suggesting that they aren't psychologists. And how are they to get through this and get their kids through this? And some are seeing behaviors that they would like to suggest are like bad behaviors. And so that's what my tip is going to be about today in terms of behavior. So I'm not sure, raise of hands out there who's heard of the iceberg analogy. Essentially, picture an iceberg and picture the tip of the iceberg above the water. Look at my beautiful picture in the background. Imagine an iceberg. And again, just the tip. So that's what we're seeing usually is a child's behavior, which is that tip, right? So we're seeing their behavior. That's what's apparent. However, we're not seeing everything that's going on below that. And so what's below the water for an iceberg, in the analogy for your child, could be a myriad of things. So could be what they ate or didn't eat. It could be if they slept or didn't sleep. It could be if they've had a conversation with somebody that set them off. It could be that they have to go to the washroom. They need water. There's so many things that it could be that's driving their behavior. Oftentimes what we see, and the families that we most talk to and deal with, are the families where it's confidence. And the kids are really lacking the confidence to be able to behave differently. So, for instance, we see kids that maybe don't have that much success in math. And so the behavior that a parent might see of that tip of the iceberg is the fact that they don't like math, or that they don't want to do their math homework, or that they fight a parent on doing it. So that's what the parent's seeing is the behavior. But if we look underneath that iceberg, then maybe we'll see that they didn't get a successful mark. Maybe we'll see that they raised their hand to answer a question in class and they didn't get it right. Maybe we'll see that they asked for help but didn't feel that the answer that they got helped them. So maybe we'll see that all of this happened. And if kids have it happen to them on repeat, then what happens is that behavior just becomes more prominent. And that's what we see. So kind of think about it like this. Life's pretty simple. We have needs, desires, wants, and then we act on those needs, desires, and wants. And then there's a consequence to that. So for instance, I usually wear this blue shirt for most of my meetings because I really like the color blue. It makes me feel good. It's one of our logo colors, so I'm allowed to wear it in terms of brand recognition. Apparently it goes well with my eyes. So it's like a win-win. So I wear that shirt. That feels a need to feel nice in what I wear. So that's my action, is wearing the shirt. And then a consequence is, somebody might say, hey, that shirt brings out your eyes, or, oh, I like that shirt, or whatever they might say. So then what happens for me is then I might wear that shirt again, right? That's the consequence. So if the consequent meets the need, then the child is going to do that action again. So let's take this back to the math homework. So if a child is sitting down to do their math and then they put up a fight about it, and the consequence to that is that they don't have to do their math because now there's just a fight about the math. It kind of goes away from math and maybe like, oh, you never listened to me, or, whatever. And then all of a sudden, guess what? They just got their need met because now they don't actually have to do the math work. So we just have to be really aware that the needs that our kids are trying to present are just going to come through in their behaviors. So what's my tip then? My tip is just to get really curious. Really curious about, why would they not want to do their math homework? Why would they not want to pick up that book and read it? Why are they resisting something else? Or like a parent today said to me, every time I get on the phone, my child all of a sudden wants to talk to me. And because guess what? I bet you their need is they want to talk to you. They see you on the phone and they're like, oh, well, she must have some free time. She's on the phone. So then the action is they try and talk to you while you're on the phone, and they do get a response. So maybe up to that point, you haven't been giving them a response, but they certainly get a response when you're on the phone. It may not be a positive response or a positive consequence, but they do get one. And so guess what? You've just fulfilled their need for your attention. So it's just, think about it. Just think about that iceberg. The next time your child is going through something, think about the iceberg, think about the behavior you're seeing, and then just get really curious about why that might be. And if you need help with that, we're here. Our initial meetings at Tutoring with a Twist, we're really digging underneath the iceberg to figure out what's going on with somebody and how we can help. So it's Amber Scotchburn, Tutoring with a Twist, day 4 on online learning, pretty much across the world, I believe. And that's the tip for the day. So think of an iceberg and then get really curious. All right. Hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.